Are you sick of misstriking your fairway woods? Then welcome back to Get Good at Golf, guys, and that's exactly what we are talking about today. Are you hitting different shots with your fairway woods? Sometimes they go straight down the middle, sometimes you hit them out to the right, sometimes you hit them to the left, or sometimes you hit the shot that nobody wants to hit, which is the stone cold top. We've all been known to do that, so do not worry, it still does happen. But it's all about setup with your fairway woods. So how many times I see mid-handicap golfers, low-handicap golfers of all abilities set up wrong to this club is why they hit the poor shots. Obviously, when we're thinking about hitting a fairway wood, yes, we want to hit slightly down on that, but we're not treating it like an iron. So the ball position shouldn't be just ahead of centre, and my sternum shouldn't be pretty much upright, because if we have ourselves set very neutral and ball position in the middle, as soon as I weight transfer, I'm hitting down, and what am I going to do there? I'm going to hit that leaky one that is a bit of a heeler, and it goes out to the right. And then after I've done that a couple of times, what do I instantly do? Well, nice and easy, we're all trying to do a little bit of hand-eye coordination. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up a little bit, and then I'm going to start to throw my hands at it. Then we're going to close that down. I'm probably going to drop kick it. I'm going to catch the ground before, or I'm going to even top that shot. For anyone who doesn't understand the dropkick reference, that is where we are going to catch the ground before. I'm going to bottom out here, bounce off the turf, it's going to come up into the golf ball, and that's what we call a dropkick. So where you've caught the ground a little bit before, the bottom of the club, as we know, is all bounce on a fairway wood, and that's just going to go straight off there and potentially top that shot. So what we want to do here is make sure we tick those points at setup. So straight away, ball position for me wants to be around about a club head's width inside the left heel. We've got a fairway wood now, we've got a longer shaft, so my stance is a little bit wider than with an iron. So that's going to be ahead of centre, probably 2 balls ahead of centre. And then from there, I've got to make sure that I'm setting up with my spine angle ever so slightly behind, because yes, we are wanting to hit ever so slightly down in there, but my sternum will still remain behind the ball as we come into impact. I'm not going to be getting ahead of that, because that's going to again encourage me to hit down into that. And if you're somebody who's hitting big divots with your fairway woods and hitting it off the top of your fairway woods, then that is the move that you will be doing. Your club will be working down like this. We're going to catch and mark the top of your wood. So get that ball position correct, get that spine angle a little bit back, and then from there, we just want to put a normal swing on it. I'm not changing my swing. I'm not trying to think, right, I've got to be shallower, so I'll get it a little bit inside. That's not going to help us. I'm also not going to be thinking, right, well, I want to pick it up a little bit, and then from there, no. Treat it the same as you do swing your irons. The setup changes your ball flight. So the setup changes will encourage the shot. We've just then got to put our normal swing on that, and we'll start to be able to hit nice penetrating ball flights like that. A nice launch there with this 3-wood, and from there we're going to be consistent. It's the same swing as I have on my irons. I'm going to get the same ball flight as I get on my irons. But what happens if we then get that ball position a little bit too far forwards? And this is what we start to see. Once it's been too far back, people then start to treat it like a driver. Ball position quickly ends up on your left big toe if you are a right-handed golfer. And from here, again, I'm going to be bottoming out very early. Where my sternum is, the ball's not on a tee now, so don't forget that. We're not on a tee. And even if you do tee it up, it's only going to be just above the ground. So from here, I'm bottoming out very early, and I'm going to be adding a lot of loft. So again, I'm potentially bringing in the top. I'm certainly bringing in the lefts. And what do we do after that? We then start to drive the hands at it, and then I start to open up the right-hand side. So getting into a routine with your fairway woods is going to be essential for you hitting them better. And a nice, easy way to do that is set your club face first with one hand on the grip. Then bring your feet in, obviously build your stance a little bit with the left foot, more with the right, and then take your grip. And the last thing for you to do is just to remember, right, I've just got to tilt my spine back a little bit, and by pushing my hips towards the target, that will get us in the perfect setup. And then from there, I'm nice and consistent. I can get that same position again, put the same golf swing on it, and hit pretty much the identical shot. By getting that correct setup, by getting that consistent, we're going to be able to get you hitting your fairway woods better this year, get it closer to the green, or in play a little bit more. So guys, you can see their consistency. So if I get that setup correct, you'll see there 2 shots within a yard of each other and giving myself a perfect shot into the green. So I haven't had to hit driver there, and if you're struggling with driver and your fairway is your go-to club, if we can get that right, we can hit shots like that and help you get good at golf.